Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Brigitta. In the video from today I want to show you a birthday card that I made because I was in need of some, and I really wanted to use this stencil that I bought this weekend at Noor and Zo at the store where I was with my mother. They had their official opening, and yeah, there were demonstrations. It really was a nice day. But I bought this happy birthday mask where you can make beautiful backgrounds with. And I bought some Bella Lulu images. This is the little kitty, and I had some more. So I really want to create a birthday card, and this is how the card came out. I'm just going to show it to you simple, because what I did since, well, a long time, I think over a year, I made a Craft with Me tutorial while I was making this card. So I put my camera on, I did do it on speed, and I will do a voiceover for it, so there you can see me make this card, and then you can see all the details. I also included a mistake that went wrong, because here at the tab I imagined a dangle or planned a dangle, but the paper tore. I could not hang something there, and I replaced the flower for it instead. So yeah, this is nice card. I had fun creating the background with my oxide and distress inks from Tim Holtz, and I used my magnetic mat for that I bought 2 weeks ago at Action. So yeah, some laces and ribbons from my stash, extra elements. Yeah, I really thought it came out cute, and I hope you will stay for the craft with me. So thank you for watching. Bye bye. So yeah, let's start. Of course, I began making my background with my inks. Again, as I said in the intro, I used the Mask Art Happy Birthday from Dutch Doobadoo. In this clip you see me make two backgrounds, but for the cards, for the background that I made my card that I show in this video, I used the Distress Oxide inks, the tea dye, Tethered Rose and Speckled Egg. I have my stencil and my paper on my magnetic stenciling tool from Avec that I bought at Action a few weeks ago, and the cardstock that I use for inking is the watercolor cardstock from Action as well. So yeah, I made two backgrounds. I am a little bit rusty because I don't do a lot of stenciling these days, but I really loved this Happy Birthday. It's such a cute stencil to use for birthday projects, so yeah, that's why I chose this one. And yeah, it takes some time. The magnets really hold my stencil well if I use them, all four of them. So yeah, I am still holding it a little bit by hand as well to make it a little bit, yeah, that it stays really well, because as I said, I needed to practice. Here you can see me make the second one, and there I use different colors of oxide inks. I think that's the Distress ink, Tethered Rose, that's not an oxide, and the gray, the Pumice Stone oxide Distress ink, or Distress Oxide ink. And yeah, these are really nice ink from Ranger. I use them a lot for aging, for stenciling, for everything. And yeah, they make cute backgrounds like this. And this background I will use on another card that I will make with the same, with an image from the same Bella Lulu image sheet that I have from Noor, and that's the little kitty one. So yeah, those sheets come with cute images and a few sentiments in Dutch. So yeah, well, am I already done? Yes, I am. So, backgrounds prepared. Then we go to the next clip, and here I show you the Bella Lulu paper, and here I'm going to cut out my image. I'm going to fussy cut it out. I am leaving a white border. I am not really good at fussy cutting. I am a little bit impatient, so yeah. And the scissors I am using here is an older one, because my best fussy cut scissors I could not find anywhere, so I probably need to look in the room of my daughter. But I didn't took the time for that, and I'm using my older scissors. So yeah, it's a really cute image of a a kitten sitting on a present. She's holding birthday balloons. And yeah, I love the colors of it. Here I show you the card base. It's a pre-made card base that I buy here in the Netherlands. I have a sheet of a green polka dot paper from Simple Stories from the Hip Hop Array collection. And I am inking the edges of my stenciled background with the speckled egg. I thought that looked a little bit better than just leave the sides blank. And now I'm going to put it together, and as you see, the background from that paper is really cute as well, but I had more sheets of that, so it doesn't matter that I use the back of the cut parts from the Simple Stories collection. The scissors that you see me use is an X-Cut scissor. I really love them. It's my favorite one, and they don't stick to anything, so they are non-stick. The 3D tape I am using, it's not a really thick one. It's always the one that I buy at Action. Unfortunately, they only sell it in one width, so if I need smaller pieces, I need to cut it down. I am placing my paper background with the 3D tape on my card base, and then I start working on the other piece. I cut out a tab, and here you see me have it with a donut dangle, a charm that I buy at AliExpress. But in the end you will see that it's not on the card because the paper tore and I could not hang any charm to the tab anymore, and it was already glued on, as you see me do here. So then I fix it by putting a flower on the spot of the hole. This is a piece of border from a cardstock set from Action again. I am using a cute sprinkle ribbon on it that was gifted to me in a package by Jennifer, Strawberry Cream 39, price package that I won. I used tape from Sokwang, really good double-sided tape. I love it. I only have it in that width that I'm using right now, so I also cut that sometimes to make it smaller. I am adding it over the cardstock border and gluing it down. And then I will put the sequin trim, as well gifted to me by Strawberry Cream. And I am using my Tim Holtz tiny attacher for that. Some people don't like that, but I like the look of staples on a project. I think it's really cute. And yeah, when I will glue it on later on, you will see that I need to cut off on both sides of the border, and then the sequin trim will go loose again. And in the end I glue it down on the sides with a little bit of hot glue. Here you can see me cut up the double-sided tape because it was too big to go on my border to glue it down. It's really sturdy, so that really holds a lot of paper things. It's really good tape. It's really my favorite one, and I buy it at Noor and Zo. That's one of the craft stores that's near my house. It's just a 10-minute ride. So, oh, now I see I am in frame a little bit. Yeah, it was not really straight. I am always having difficulties gluing things down straight. I don't know what it is. And here I tried to cut off the sides, but it was really thick layer because of the ribbon. So I used my big scissors, and yeah, that are fabric scissors that I use for paper. I have a lot of fabric scissors, and one I use for fabric and the rest I use for paper. So yeah, that will go on the card base like that. And of course I am taking my double-sided tape again. I like put double-sided tape on all my layers because it gives depth to your card instantly. And this one is not so thick, so it's not really obvious, but it does give a nice texture and a little bit of shadow to your projects. Yeah, so now I'm going to put it on. So we have 3 layers or 2 layers on top of the card base. Here you can see that the sequin trim, it's an iridescent sequin trim, I really love it. Yeah, was loose, so because I needed to cut the sides. So here I decided just putting it on with some hot glue. That always works. I always struggle with the strings from the hot glue. I think you can all recognize that. My desk is always full of strings when I have done a project and I need to clean off my glass mat from Tim Holtz with a knife or with my scissors. Here I'm putting on, for extra texture, a doily, a white doily with it's a plastic background. so you can easily glue it on. And here is some trim that was also gifted to me by Strawberry Cream, but of course this is really simple. You can easily make this yourself. There are a lot of tutorials on YouTube how you can do this. If you have a punch or a die to cut out circles, you put it under your sewing machine and you can make heaps and heaps of these kinds of banners. But I really like them. And yeah, there's my sentiment. It's from the sheet from Bella Lulu. I cut it out with a circle die, and then with silver cardstock I made a matte layer with a starburst die from AliExpress. I think it's from In Love Arts, but I'm not 100% sure. And it says een zoete verjaardagsgroet in Dutch, and that means a sweet birthday. How do you call that? Yeah, sweet birthday. Well, here I'm adding a piece of applique gifted to me by my friend Nadeshda in the background. I really love to use lace on my projects, and I think it's nice in the background. I'm going to put the kitty on his box in front of it, of course layered up on tape a little bit on the top parts. There I just put glue because I have all my layers of ribbon there, so that doesn't need the 3D tape. Then I'm going to embellish it a little bit more. I cut out with the die strawberry, also a Noor design die, I believe, a really old one. And I'm going to put that on with 3D tape, I think, I'm not sure. And I cut out 2 donuts with a small die. The donuts came with a slimline die set that I bought last year on AliExpress. And yeah, here I show the yellow one, and in the end I made a small mistake. I put the green one in front of the strawberry. Well, I left it there, I didn't change it. So yeah, I doubled up my tape, some extra hot glue for sturdiness, and there is the little donut. And to complete that cluster I added a resin piece, and it looks like whipped cream. I really love that, and I'm adding that on my card, and also in the other corner on my sentiment. Here you can see me look where I want to put it, but yeah, I decided on there. And the yellow donuts will be tucked behind the ribbon and behind the little kitty. Really sweet image. I really love the images from Bella Lulu. They are all so adorable. So yeah. And then we go further on. And what are we doing here? Oh yeah, I'm going to look for something because I want the flower there. For extra texture, it's a porcelain flower that was gifted to me once. I don't know by who, but I really love them. And it matched the colors of my card really well. And then I think I am gluing on the flower on the hole that I made in the tab where I wanted my charm. But yeah, here I tried to put the charm on, but later on, I didn't have my reading glasses on. I saw that the paper was torn. So that's why it constantly fell off of the tab. So that's a reminder for me, Brigitta, put on your reading glasses when you are doing such small work. Here I stopped. I thought, well, why doesn't it work? Then I am going to finish off my cards. I did glue on the flower on the tab I see off camera. And I added some stickles here on the image because I really like a little bit of glitter. And I do believe I am going to add some of the green Nouveau drops that you see on my desk there in the left and right corner. I think when you follow me for a long time, you know that I really like to put Nouveau drops on almost every project that I make, because yeah, it just gives nice color accents, really simple, not too thick. It was not really I didn't make perfect drops, so here I wipe them off again and I'm restarting my Nouveau drops, and then some here. So yeah, and then we have the finished cards. that I made today that I will send out to a girl that has her birthday. It's a girly card, of course. It will go to one of my crafty friends or one of my normal friends.